Okay, so I love my Facebook friends, like, mostly. I'm just kidding, I'm being a smartass. But, what is that app? What is that thing? It tried to take control. What the fuck is this? Dear, listen to me. Oh, God, I guess I'm going to keep doing this until we're, like, all the way through the quit smoking process. So, anyway, yeah, some of these apps are, like, they're creepy, chica, man. I'm like, don't you know? How many times have I put on the Facebookery? I don't play the games. I used to. I used to be badass on some of these fucking games, man. I just go in there and fucking mob up and shit. Yeah. But after the whole poker thing, after the whole Zynga thing, I was like, ooh, let me check and see what apps are on my Facebook, right? And, to this day, we can't get the Zynga out of the other computer at all. Whatever that was, that malware, it completely embedded itself in every portion of my other computer. Yeah, it's creepy and it's icky, and it doesn't matter if you delete the shit, it doesn't matter if you remove the program, it doesn't matter. The shit is there. And this is why I quit doing any of the apps and shit. And then somebody added me to... Fuck, I can't remember the last one. And I just don't play the games. Pot Farm and all that, Farmville, and... The neighbor used to get pissed off at me. She used to come over to the house and go, why won't you play the game with me? I'm like, because it's a game. But you know, it just didn't mean that fucking much to me, right? And then I thought about viruses and shit. And if you wanted to push packets to as many computers as you could, right? You engage people in playing a game. And these packets of information could be diabolical in nature, Stuxnet-like. Okay, so... That's not a level of fear or paranoia. That's just education in knowing what some of these games have the potential of doing. And Zynga most specifically opened up the back door for China. I fucking know it did. I know it did. I mean, look, I raised enough of a fucking pitch and a pitch and fit that the college I was going to replaced all their servers. As I'm trying to tell you. I did. I went to the IT people. I said, listen to me. This shit is not right. This is not okay. But that was before I even realized, I think. Had I realized yet that original Facebook account wasn't mine? Because the .edu is the easiest thing to fucking hack from anywhere on the planet. I don't give a shit. They really just don't, colleges and campuses like that, they just didn't have the security that they needed. And so, buttloads of people's, I mean, all you have to do is get into a game, right? And then you ask a coworker or something. I mean, that's all it takes to spread some shit far and wide, baby. Far and wide. I mean, a gamer, see, so this just be one of these crazy fucking things we come up with. How could you take out a whole village? Therefore, I refrain from playing the games. Any of them. All of them. And when this shit pops up, I'm just like, no, I don't think so. There's enough embedded malware in what I use already. Right? Yeah. Because I could just as easily be taken off the internet as anybody. And it has everything to do with the apps. And I know it does. Because fucking programmers and people who write code have egos. And they'll always leave a fail-safe. Always. Because it's like they're the mommy, right? And they created this, and it certainly explains why the military started fucking doing what they were doing, right? As far as the kind of personnel that they're actually engaging. My head is bouncing all over the place, man. The art of war, these applications, Stuxnets, all kinds of fucking shit. It's not paranoia. It's educated fucking whatever, right? It's not okay to sit out here ignorantly and believe that you're just on YouTube and you can just do, you know, whatever the fuck you want to do, and ain't nobody looking at that shit, or can't nobody look at that shit, because that's a complete fucking fallacy. If you ever believe that, I pretty much figured out from the moment I got thrown into social media, and I got thrown into it too, because it was a requirement of the college campus I was at. I had to be engaged in some kind of peer-to-peer, right? It didn't matter whether I wanted to or not. It was a requirement of the fucking classes. See, so I more or less got forced into bubbling up through the cracks, so to speak. Yeah. Because I never would have... No, I don't think I would have done that. I don't know. It's too late. We're already here now. We're 2 years into me telling everything, and telling on everybody, and telling everything I fucking know, and putting shit together, and making assumptions like a lot of other people do. I mean, I could be bad shit fucking wrong, right? But I'm not ignorant. I'm completely aware of what can be done. These things, this right here, used to take up an entire city block, people. This is this is how far the technology has come just in my lifetime. And I'm only 50. I'm only 50. Right? So imagine what the fuck is down the pike. Imagine what they can do. These drones, the drone thing, that, oh my god, the drones. And, oh yes, something else I saw, but Fabian, my friend, what the fuck? See, you had a fly. And I kept telling everybody about these 2 damn bees. But you don't remember, people, my son, I'll have to call my son so I can remember the name of the place that I was close to. But it would, all they do is research and development, right? And I just thought it was odd. And then my friend, she told me, she said, no, those are the good news bees. But they came at a regular time, they left at a regular time, right? They seemingly hung out with me every time I hit the porch at this house. Here, the big fat. I never seen no bee this damn big in my life. Ever. Never seen no bee this frickin' big. And it'd be like right here. All in my face and shit. Not being like rude or aggressive or anything. But nothing else got around me. Nothing. The only thing that managed to get by these bees was that woodpecker. Yeah, he liked to go into the soffit and bang on the fucking ceiling in the bedroom that I was sleeping in. Till I would get up and come out, what? On the porch. And then here were these 2 bees. Those bees were there for 8 days. It was all at the same time that the double rainbow happened, and the sun did its thing, and that's it. And I kept saying, I said, listen to me, people, the sun has actually changed its shape. It's not like round anymore. It looked like it had a flat tire, was my best explanation at the time. And then I tried to kind of draw what it was that I was seeing, and My son is the artist. I can't draw worth a shit. But I know if I told him what it looked like, he could fucking freehand that shit. Like that. But yeah, see, so Fabian was talking about that the fly that was cruising his backyard looked like it actually had a camera in it. And then I flashed and I was like, well, I don't ever remember seeing any bee that's this big. What bee would be this big? Right? And it wasn't bee colored. I mean, I kept trying to tell people at the same time that it was like, that was kind of creepy. But they weren't aggressive and they weren't rude and they didn't try to sting me. And when I first saw them, I started to freak because, you know, later on, apparently I developed some kind of allergy to bee sting. I'm like, that's fucking new. I was never allergic as a kid. So what happened? Like, right? So I was kind of apprehensive about them being around, but they were never aggressive to me. They just sat there in my face, you know, or hanging out. That's when I was still smoking a cigarette, so I thought maybe the cigarette smoke was attracting them. But then that doesn't make sense because smoke would generally make a bee sleepy and lethargic, but not these guys. No, not these. And it was just 2. The same 2 for 8 days. And I can't remember the name of this. What the hell is the name of that research place down the street? I can see the name on the road sign. I'm going over the railroad tracks. I literally, excuse me, was on the wrong side of the tracks. Excuse me. Whew, yeah. But I kept thinking that it was odd about the bees. But like I said, my friend said, oh, those are good news bees. And so I was like, oh, okay. And I just kind of blew it off until this moment. And now I'm like, yeah, because I saw that before I went to sleep. Fabian for Liberty. He was talking about this fly that looked like it had a camera in it. And I've never seen a fly that damn big. That's a huge ass. I mean, you could. I kept talking about these bees. I kept saying you could put a saddle on this motherfucker and ride it to town. That's how big it was. The bees were. And his fly was looking pretty damn big too. Not as big as the bees were though. But dang. I mean, think about the drones and the technology and shit that they have. I mean, if you could put the plans for a nuclear plant on something this size, right? Something that small, then why couldn't you outfit a camera on a bee? Or build what looks like a bee out of a camera? I mean, I'm just saying. I just thought it was creepy and icky and weird. And, anyway. I guess I better go look at the news. See what's really going on around our world. Like I need to turn on the television or something. I don't want to turn on the TV. Wow. But I'm going to go watch some independent media for now. And, yeah. That's just creepy and icky. And I don't know why I'm fucking rambling on about all this techie shit. But them.edus are the easiest fucking thing on the planet to hack. This is what I do know. And you don't have to be a hacker to fucking know that either. Anyway, I believe that's how I was gotten at. That's for damn sure. Ain't no fucking doubt in my fucking mind. But you know, what do I know? Just could be like some educated knowledge. Chica, man, I'm like, don't you know? How many times have I put on the Facebookery? I don't play the games. I used to. I used to be badass on some of these fucking games, man. I just go in there and fucking mob up and shit. Yeah. Dear, listen to me. Oh, God, I guess I'm going to keep doing this until we're like all the way through the quit smoking process. So anyway, yeah, some of these apps are like, they're creepy. Okay, so I love my Facebook friends, like, mostly. I'm just kidding, I'm being a smartass. But, what is that app? What is that thing? It tried to take control. I was like, what the fuck is this? Malware, it completely embedded itself in every portion of my other computer. Yeah, it's creepy and it's icky, and it doesn't matter if you delete the shit, it doesn't matter if you remove the program, it doesn't matter. The shit is there. And this is why I quit doing... But after the whole poker thing, after the whole Zynga thing, I was like, ooh, let me check and see what apps are on my Facebook, right? And, to this day, we can't get the Zynga out of the other computer at all. Whatever that was, that